The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Syracuse.Orange, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Mustangs will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Nixon. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Orange offense will take the field, and they have the first possession of this game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. To the ground, he's got it again. Turning it on! Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
Got his man downfield. Smashes ahead. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Willis. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
To the air on 2nd down. Complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown, Syracuse.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
That makes the score Syracuse 7, SMU 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So SMU's offense will go to work for the first time. Offense in a split backfield. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Back to throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
And the Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Maryland. Stumbled to the ground. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They go to the ground. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Short of Indiana's Curt Cignetti, perhaps no one had a more impressive debut in 2024 than Fran Brown at Syracuse, and they're set up well to continue their success.
Well, Fran Brown did a great job in the portal bringing in Kyle McCord at quarterback. He really helped ignite the offense. Now all of a sudden you've got to replace that missing piece. So I think a big part of the success this year, David, for Syracuse offense Can you score points, and can you have a consistent signal call?
Yeah, because you're losing that quarterback first of all, and all the guys he was throwing to. So they won 10 games way ahead of schedule. Fran Brown promising now. Got to do it. Got to reload with some new cast of characters and a little more difficult schedule.
Zips it out to his man.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Using his legs, it's Nixon. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on second and goal. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Orange. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Texas Tech. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A quick pass to the left. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Mustangs want to pick up the tempo.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
And the Mustangs can really attack on this second and short. Leaves it with the back. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Trying play action. Grab near the marker. It's Maryland. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
First down for the offense.
Got it behind the line. It's Maryland. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Got it! He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big third down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe line.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Mustangs. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. And this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. On the run, it's Nixon. Shakes off the defender. A sweet run gets it out to the 30-yard line, and that can really jumpstart a drive.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Quick handoff. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Off-play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Plays like that, a common sight for Syracuse fans a year ago as Kyle McCord led the nation in passing. The Orange won 10 games, won their highest profile bowl in a quarter of a century. Without McCord, what's the expectation now, David?
I mean, it was crazy, first of all, what Fran Brown did. Like, to take Syracuse and to make them believe, and then the high-flying offense, but now completely retooling, reloading, like all the pass catchers at the quarterback spot. So interested to watch this offense and how they put it together, because last year they found an absolute diamond in the rough.
And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Syracuse comes to the line on first and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Cuse. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Touch pass on the run. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Mustangs will hustle to the line. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Got it in the middle. It's Hudson. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And that's a first down.
Motion from the wideout. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
The run from the shotgun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Third down play from the gun. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
And the Mustangs will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Fires left. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Makes the grab. It's Nixon. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Deep to shallow. That's why I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, it comes up with a huge first down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Orange with a ton of options available on second and short. On the move, it's Hart. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Third and short now, they snap it from their own 46. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
Second down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And in this offense, you know as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Ross Simmons. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Gill. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss, keep up a bunch of yards, and maybe get a big play out of it.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and woo, he took it.
The Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. He's got his man across the middle. It's a fumble. He picks it up, still on his feet. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Facing a third down and short from the 26. They send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
And the Mustangs send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Syracuse. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Texas A&M is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Kyle Field, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Mississippi State. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Catch in the middle. It's Brinson. Quick step and go. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Mustangs want to crank the tempo.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brinson. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. And the Mustangs will have it 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another 1st down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Timeout, SMU.
The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Quarterback will keep it. Jumped on top of the pile.
I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on 4th down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
And what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot early. I got to make some things happen. This is a situation to get a touchdown. I'm going for it.
Field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? On the run, it's Willis. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Makes the grab. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And the Mustangs are in the hurry-up.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're
breaks into the open. Touchdown, SMU! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Well, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Quick pass on the fly motion. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Right down the middle. All by himself. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. They'll go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Rides to the back. Sweet cut there. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Lost a fire on 2nd down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Nixon. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the 1st down, now set up 1st and goal.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep...
Touchdown, Orange! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Syracuse, number 24, with the carry.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Clemson. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Mustangs moving quickly to the line. He'll keep it himself. Spins away from the defense. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stuck.
Turning it on!
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a 1st down.
They'll run play action. Slips a tackle. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Mustangs are flying down the field.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch them off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
Back to pass, it's Jennings. This time he's got it. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. It is good! That'll trim the deficit to 15.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And here's the return. Makes a move. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
There he goes. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. They'll try the run. Open space in the 25. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The Orange, after the explosive play, might go right back to the ground. They'll throw it from the red zone. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score. Now let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Throwing right. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand.
Watching this DB on film, I just love his ability to break on the ball. And I think he was anticipating on third and long that time, the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Mustangs want to move quickly.
Third down coming up.
To the air, it's Jennings. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Caught near the sticks. It's Maryland. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the...
Oh, he's got some space. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Mustangs decide to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed, he's got power, he's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
The Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. Breaks into the open.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Jennings. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around, just had too much time to think about it. The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Good blocking, good running. Pickup of 6 out to the 30. Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. We've come to the break, and it's Syracuse on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Leaves it with the running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
On the ground, it's hard.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up?
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Orange will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Here comes the heat. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
That's caught. It's Brinson. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple of possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Mustangs in the hurry-up.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. The big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Looking for a man, it's Jennings. Unloads it left. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Fighting off the defender. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27. The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. The play-action fake. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
Caught over the middle. It's Hart. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Now on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Fires to the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The Mustangs are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Looking for a crease. It's Hart. Finds just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12. And the Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Offense a little backed up here. Boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. It's caught. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. to the air. It's Jennings using the quick game. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Mustangs have their offense in high gear.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going to throw deep right side. Fires a ball. Now it's picked off. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out and they were stopped on turning it on. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Powers through the defender. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
They want that clock to run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cuse. And the punishment has been extended. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Texas A&M is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly making this easy for the 12th man. This is a tight one in College Station. They're up by 7 over Mississippi State. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack in the 20. The Mustangs headed quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Jennings. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he's got it inside the 35. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Brinson. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24. The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Got it, looking for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Mustangs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got his man down the middle. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Mustangs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. To the air, it's Jennings. Rushes on him. And the quarterback is sacked. Big play by the defense that is probably going to be wiped out by that penalty flag. I think they jumped offside.
SMU 26.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Shoots it to the left. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The defense had the stop. They were about to get the ball back, but the critical mistake puts the offense back on the field with 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. Breaking out the jet sweep. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. And the route is on. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Syracuse, 49. SMU.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Pulls it in. It's Knight. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Hudson. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Looking to throw again. And here's a fumble way behind the line. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Gonna swing it on 2nd down.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And that decision will be questioned for a while. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.